All right. So I'm having a random moment during a serial moment. The importance of being important. One, when you're in a situation and your significant other is putting you under all types of pressure to disturb another individual, to solidify their importance, it literally only solidifies the other person's importance. Especially when, you have to put in some extra effort and work to kind of make another person. It's like saying, "Oh, I'm so important that now you have to make me important." That's I'm so unimportant that you make me important. That's crazy. That's craziness. If you're in a situation with somebody and they literally need you to do something negative to another person just to satisfy them, they probably unsatisfiable. They probably go in that bucket. Unsatisfiable. You cannot quench their thirst. It's just not gonna work. I mean, it's basic things that should be able to satisfy. I mean, a hug, something to eat, walk down the block, a hairdo, you know, trip to move. Regular human being shit. When you have to start, violating another individual for that person that you with to feel solidified in a position, you know, that might, need a little Prozac or a pill or something or a hug because I just don't get it. It makes no sense. And it only solidifies the importance of the other person at the end of the day by you trying to prove to the person that you're with that, oh, they're not important. It's like now you're refocusing the energy of both of you on a person that's supposed to be unimportant. How does that work? I don't understand that. It just doesn't make sense. Hello. It really doesn't. You know, if a person is quote unquote so unimportant, then there's no energy given at all. And if I'm, example, if I were to be in a particular situation and you put me under that kind of pressure to convince you that somebody else is unimportant, you got to go because now I'm worried because I'm not about to, you know, no adult. I'm just not about to. That's your own insecurity issue. Go deal with it and come back because I'm not about to. It just doesn't make sense. And it don't require no bone thrower tarot card reading for that. I can tell you that. But I'm not trying to let my cereal, get mushy. But I'm just saying people need to look at that, because depending on the situation, people go too far. People go to far extremes to, retain a situation. And it's usually, in that case, it's like your partner is antagonizing, not even just to feel important, right? Just to feel solidified in the situation, not caring what risk you're going to take to try to solidify it, how far you're going to go, what the consequences and repercussions are that's going to take place just to solidify a position. So how do you even like me? How do you love me? How you rock with me? How we cool? Like how we together? If you going to put me in that position just to solidify where you stand. That doesn't make sense. Especially if you wake up with the person every day, go to sleep with the person every day, communicate with the person every day, do what you do with the person every day, and I still got to do all of that and put all kinds of things at risk to solidify position. That doesn't make sense. If you solidify, there's nothing to talk about. Why are we doing that? It doesn't make sense. And that means that goes in business, relationships, friendships, and anything else. Period. If I have to go through that extent to solidify my position and you don't care and you're going to make me risk freedom and anything else to solidify a position, why? we should be able to do our own thing. I should be able to do my own thing over here, and nobody should feel out of place. That's what I'm saying. It just don't make sense at all to me. And that's just on all levels. And that's not even being petty or funny or nothing. I'm just saying people should think about stuff like that. Because I personally would think, I don't care if I was with you for a year or 50 years, friends with you for a year or 50 years. If you gonna put me, and it's not a valid reason, because in some cases there are valid reasons. Let's not get it twisted. In some cases there's valid reasons, and I'm not gonna get into that. So that's fine. I'm not gonna rule that out. But in most cases when this occurs, it be bullshit. In real life, it be solidified buffoonery for no apparent reason, just because a person wants to solidify. Come on. And in the other cases that I'm not even going to talk about, is usually a fear factor, not even a you solid factor. And or you really care, or you really, for whatever, people gotta stop that. It's not cool. It's not all right. It's not cool. Anyway, I see you later. In the comments, I respond all the time. See y'all later.